Not sure which type of Google ad to pick for your business? In this video, I am going to show you which the right ones are, and we're also going to talk about a couple of metrics you can look at just to make sure that you're on the right track. Now, if you've never ever seen me before, hello, my name is Devin, and I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am dropping new tutorials every single week on how to make Google Ads easy for you and your business. So consider subscribing. So over the past 2 years, I've helped a lot of business owners from a lot of different countries with different products, services, figure out which exactly are the good campaigns and which campaigns you should kind of stay away from. So I am going to show you exactly how we go about doing that. You ready? Let's get to step one. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to look at the conversion rates for each and every single ad side by side. That's going to help us determine which is the right one. So if you want to pause this video, feel free to do so now, just so that you can absorb all the information. Alright, as you can see, search ads have by far the highest conversion rate. So why don't we just make all of our budget search ads? That would not be such a good idea. So my first piece of advice to you would be make about 80% of your budget search campaigns, okay? We are going to use the other 20% for other things, but make the 80% of your budget search campaigns. Now, if you have an e-commerce store, Shopify store, WooCommerce store, what you want to do is avoid the search campaigns and rather make 80% of your daily budget go towards shopping campaigns. Now, why is this? It's because when you have an e-commerce store, shopping ads are actually purpose-built for your e-commerce stores, and they are much cheaper than your search ads. So if you are selling any type of product online, you want to have the biggest profit margins, and that's why you want to go for shopping ads. It's kind of a no-brainer, but a lot of people do not know this. So 80% search if you are not e-commerce, or 80% shopping if you are e-commerce. And lastly, if you don't know the difference between search, e-commerce, display, YouTube, discovery, I've got your back. You can check out this video over here where I break down each and every single ad type and I show you examples of each so you won't be lost. So go and watch that, come back here, and we'll just continue this discussion. Okay, so we need to talk about the other 20% of your budget. Where is it gonna go to? All right, so these would be funneled into what I call support campaigns. Now, the role of support campaigns is just to support your main search or your main shopping campaign, okay? These can be display ads, these can be YouTube ads, these can be discovery ads. And the cool thing about these is you can mix and match them to the type of product that you have so that you can find the ideal mix to complement your search ads. The reason why we don't want to make a campaign that is 100% based on display ads is because, as you can see with the conversion rates, we'll just be throwing our money away because the clicks that come from your display, your YouTube ads, in most cases, those clicks are unreliable and they usually don't get you to the conversions where you want to be. But what is so amazing about your display ads, your YouTube ads, and your discovery ads is the clicks are cheap, like ridiculously cheap. Like I've gotten clicks as low as 7 cents a click, 15 cents per click. So you do need to have them in your campaign. You just don't want to only rely on your display ads. Another cool thing about display ads, your YouTube ads, and your discovery ads is they show off your product in a visual way. So for example, if you are selling metallic posters or something that's really wow to look at, when you have a display ad or banner ads as somebody calls them, you can have that banner ad all over the internet and people will see your product and actually go, wow, that's great. I'm going to click on that ad because I'm interested in that. But if you are a plumber, somebody who sells something that's not that visual, a display ad is not really going to serve you well. Why? Because I can't show a video of me fixing a leaking pipe. That's just not really going to bring in clients, and it's not really something that somebody's going to click on. Most of the time when somebody is in need of a service like a plumber or a lawyer, they're actually going to Google it. So you would still base 80% of your budget on the search ads we talked about earlier, and you would just save that 20% for experimentation between your different display ad types. So that's what you would basically do with the remaining 20%. Now I want you to comment below, and I want you to tell me which campaign types work best for you, what you've been finding, and also tell me if your conversion rates are like the conversion rates that I've cited in the earlier part of this video. But let's get on to the next part of the video. How do you know if all of this stuff is working? How do you actually know if you have the right ad and if that ad is showing to the right audience? Well, there are three main things that I'm going to need you to look at. The first thing is CTR, or your click-through rate. Your click-through rate is a great indicator that you are showing the right ad to the right audience. Why? Because the more people click on the ad, the higher the click-through rate. So if you have a very high click-through rate on your display ads, that would be very close to 1% or just above 1%. And on your normal search ads, this could be anything from 4% to 6%. If you have a very high click-through rate, then chances are that you do have the right ad showing to the right audience. Another thing you can look at is bounce rate. Now you can see bounce rate in your Google Analytics dashboard. Some people also have their Google Analytics hooked up to their Google Ads, so you can see it in your Google Ads dashboard as well. Now what you're looking for is you're looking for a low bounce rate. What a low bounce rate means is that people are actually staying on your website for longer, which means they actually have interest in your product or service. So anything below a 40% bounce rate is very good. Remember, the lower the better. Anything above a 40% bounce rate, then you need to start working on different elements. For example, you need to start working on your ad wording, or you can even work on your audience targeting. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is obviously conversions. If your ad is getting no conversions, your ad is not working for you, it's not making you any money, and there can be a lot of things that you can look at. What I would do is, if you're not getting much conversions, I would look at your landing page, the layout of your landing page, and also look at if the product you have actually matches somebody's expectation when they click on the ad. So for example, if you have an ad that says visit Mauritius, but when somebody clicks on the ad, they're taken to a page where they can visit Angola, visit Portugal, visit all of those things, then that could be the reason why you have a high bounce rate, because you're giving them too much options. You need to make it so that if somebody clicks on the ad that says visit Mauritius, they go to a page that tells them about visiting Mauritius, which is what they were originally interested in. So keep an eye on your click-through rates, your bounce rates, and obviously you want to make sure that you are getting conversions. Otherwise, you need to switch things up and you need to start looking for different types of ads and creatives and landing pages that's going to complement and make it one smooth, seamless cycle from seeing your ad to actually performing the transaction or getting the conversion that you want. So the last piece of the puzzle we're going to talk about is your remarketing campaigns. Now, your remarketing campaigns are some of the highest converting campaigns. So what you want to do is you want to have your support campaign budget, and in that budget you want to have a tiny slice, maybe 5%, 4% of that support campaign budget going towards remarketing ads. And I'll tell you why that is. Did you know that 92% of first-time visitors don't buy anything? 92% of first-time visitors to a website, to an app, to whatever, they don't buy anything. The reason why they don't buy anything is they don't know you, dude. They don't know you, they can't buy from you, so they go away. But the problem is you've already spent money to get those people to your website. Now, when you use remarketing campaigns, you're bringing them back all the time until they buy something from you, until they become familiar with your product or your service. This is why remarketing campaigns are so good, and this is why I want you to use them. I have a full video over here that's going to show you how to set up a remarketing campaign, talk you through the whole concept and everything like that, so make sure you check that out. I'll also put a link in the description below with a link for the other videos and any other articles or sources I've mentioned in this video. Long story short, you need remarketing in your life. So now you know which ad types are the good ones, which ones are the bad ones, but you probably have a lot more questions about Google Ads. So here's my question for you. How would you like to see me actually run a campaign? How would you like to see me start a campaign off, create the ad, and actually look at it day by day and go through the optimization process? How would you like to be with me while I'm doing that? Now, the perfect chance for you to do this is with our new course. It's called Profitable PPC. I'm going to put a link in the description below and just check it out. See what it's about and see if it's something that you'd be interested in. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to check out my whole playlist for Google Ads newcomers, I want you to click on this link over here. Also, please like, share, and subscribe if you found this content useful. I will see you next time. Peace.